I did a 3-day no TV challenge and miracles happened. Well, according to me. So the reason why I decided to do that is because on day one, I woke up with intense irritation. I woke up with so much irritation and I just didn't know where it came from. And it bothered me. I'm like, why? So I sat around just like thinking about how I wanted to change already my TV, the amount of TV I'm taking in. I just felt like it was too much. Like I felt like I was living through the lives of the people that I'm watching and I'm not living my own. So I decided to turn the TV off for as many days as I could within the 3. Let's see what happens. So on day one, I noticed lately that I needed some type of electronic to keep me entertained while I cooked and while I cleaned. And that I wanted to clean up and I wanted to change. I would allow myself to sit in peace and quiet and find things that bring me joy. Then, and I don't have any books, but I do have 2. One is The Secret and one is Liquid Luck. I don't recall what the author's name is, but I may leave it down below. It was funny that I was led to that book because in that book, she talks about, here it is right here. In this book, Rhonda Byrne talks about how she was led to some teachers that taught things like The Secret, and she was led to a book, like an ancient book that was written that was basically talking about the things that I've been teaching on this channel. And I remember when I read this book before. Now I watched the movie about 4 times. And then I read the book twice. Yeah, I didn't read it all the way through the first time, but I read the book twice. And now this time was the 3rd time. But this time I saw things in there that I didn't see the first time. And I realized that the reason why I didn't see those things is because I wasn't paying attention to certain things because I didn't believe it. But I realized that now I have experienced the things, so I totally believe it now. So like the last time I read the book, it says, or it talks about when you have bad emotions, like emotions that are irritating, emotions that are like about money and stuff like that, you can change your thought because it's like a thought always comes with an emotion. So when you apply a different thought to that emotion, you can make it go away. And it literally happened to me. So I was definitely led to the book to answer the question that I had about the irritating feelings that I was having that morning. And I found that to be pretty cool. Now, the second day, I was feeling a little bit more comfortable not watching TV. Yeah, so the second day, I went over to someone's house and like cleaned their house for them because they asked me to. And while I was over there, I had been over there all day, and for some reason my foot started hurting. Like I propped it up while I was talking to someone across from me. I like propped my foot up. I mean, that's the only thing I can attribute the pain to. When I left there 6 hours later, I was like limping because my foot hurt really bad. I got home, I got right into the bed and slept, woke up the next morning, and my foot, I could barely walk up the steps. I could not bear weight on the foot. It was on my right foot. I could not bear weight on it. And I was supposed to go somewhere else with my daughter that day. But then they ended up like putting me in a wheelchair then because I was supposed to go walking with them. And we ended up using a wheelchair to get me around. My foot hurt that bad. After I spent time with her, I ended up going to the urgency room. and they told me that I had plantar fasciitis. And I remember the whole day and the day before I spoke, there is nothing wrong. My foot works perfectly. My foot feels great. It feels great. And then I closed my eyes and I imagined myself walking fast and running. And I don't run. I just don't run. I mean, I run a couple times in my house for exercise, but I'm not a runner. So, and the doctor swore up and down that it was going to take a long time for it to go away. And I just refused it. I was like, I remember telling him, I said, well, I believe that it's going to be better by, and I remember getting all silent. Like I was trying to find a good, like, I was going to say like a week from now, and I changed it. I was like, no. And I said, tomorrow. It's going to be better by tomorrow. Right? And the doctor, you know, you tell doctors stuff like that, and sometimes they just look at you like you're crazy. Like you must believe what I say. And no, we don't have to believe what they say. That is their opinion. That's it. This is my body. No shade to doctors, but I will take your advice, and then I will assess my own health as good. So that's what I did. And the next day I woke up and I got on the floor and I started walking around. I started doing no limping, no nothing. I was like, yes. I was like jumping up and down. I was like, hallelujah. I was so freaking happy because I was like, yes, I'm telling you right now, there ain't nothing wrong with me. There is nothing wrong. There's only health. I am only perfect health. That's it. That was day 2. I'm going to cut this short. It's been 10 minutes. I will finish day 3 on the next video.